had some runners on base, were not able to cash in though, and nevertheless, though, the Wolf Sox win that game yesterday, 4-1. And earlier in the season, we actually met with the manager, Casey Candell, and he actually mentioned one of the reasons why Buffalo's getting off to a great start this year: great pitching, great defense, and key hits at key points of the game. Nevertheless, though, yesterday was not one of those games. So hopefully, this game today, it's the sixth and final game of the six-game series between Buffalo and the Blue Sox. And Buffalo's up in this series 3-2 with an opportunity to go up to 4-2 in this game, in this series. And they're moving on to Rochester after the series to take on the Red Sox. And so, with yesterday's loss, it drops Buffalo to 22-17. And with the win for the Red Sox, it actually brings them to 18-20. And so let's go over the starting lineups for Buffalo and also the Red Sox. And so let's go over the Blue Sox first. Starting at third base, it'll be Chase Mydroth. As shortstop, it's going to be Nick Sogard. Second base will be Emmanuel Valdez. The catcher will be Nathan Hickey. Also, right field, it's going to be Bobby Dahlbeck. And first base, the red hot Nico Cavadas. This guy's been on fire in this series. He has actually been getting some key hits, key points to the games for the Blue Sox. The designated hitter for the Blue Sox is going to be Jamie Westbrook. And Mark Contreras is going to be playing center field. Left field, it'll be Eddie Alvarez, your pitcher, with a 1-4 record at 4.62 average. It'll be Grant Gambrell. He'll be starting for the Blue Sox. Now let's go to our Buffalo Bisons and the starting lineup for Buffalo. It'll be the designated hitter. It's going to be the red hot Spencer Horwitz. This guy's been on fire, and when Buffalo needed an RBI, Spencer Horwitz has come to play. Second base, it's Leo Jimenez. Third base, it'll be Orvis Martinez. Right field will be Addison Barger. The catcher will be Brian Servin. The first base will be Damiano Palmgrani. And also the shortstop is Rafael Lantigua. Left field will be Cam Eden. And center field will be Stuart Barrera. Your starting pitcher for Buffalo this afternoon is going to be Paola Espino. His record is 0-1 with a 5.73 record. Today's key to this game, quite simple. Get back to what you've been doing to get you success for Buffalo. As I mentioned earlier in the broadcast here, Buffalo actually has been playing some really good baseball. Great pitching, great defense, key hits at key points to the game. And today's game, let's see if our Buffalo Bisons can knock some out of the ballpark and get them back on the winning streak. And again, we'll be back with you live throughout the show with some live broadcasts live from Salem Field and the press box. It's your friend Russ OK, being brought to you by Rise Up Sports Unlimited and also Music Dreams USA Radio Worldwide Sports. We are your home for the best mix of the 70s, 80s, 90s, and country with some classic hits. Party mixes back to back and beat to beat. You can find it on Music Dreams USA Radio. Download the Alexa app. Enable the skill and just say, Alexa, play Music Dreams USA Radio. We'll be with you all season long from the press box here, covering our Buffalo Bisons. Again, off to a great start. And yesterday's loss, we had opportunity to speak to Buell, who was actually pitching that game. He mentioned in that interview that for the first 4 innings, he played great. Great pitching. Unfortunately, in the bottom of the fifth, there, he let a few get away. And the Blue Sox were able to capitalize on that, scoring 3 runs in that 5th inning to take a 3-0 lead. Buffalo came back in the 6th with 1 run. And then actually on the 7th, then we had the Blue Sox score another run, which would turn out to be the final score, 4-1. And that would be the final score for that game. But today's the due day. The weather forecast, well, it's going to be cloudy, rounds it lousy, and about 56 degrees. The sun's trying to break through, but there is no chance of rain thus far in the forecast. The wind, it's a slight wind. It may not play a factor in this game, but right now it is partly cloudy and highs in the 56 degrees, as I mentioned. All right, that'll do it for the post-game Buffalo Bisons post-game report being brought to you once again by Rise Up Sports Limited and Music Dreams USA Radio. It is your friend Russell K. It's great to be here. And as far as the crowd, though, the crowd's still coming in, but it's going to be a good crowd here. Yesterday's crowd, they had over 5,000 people. I think today we're going to actually beat that crowd record for Mother's Day. And again, happy Mother's Day to you and yours as you continue to watch our broadcast, which is coming to you live and again throughout the game. Due to the Major League Baseball rules and regulations, we only get broadcast once every half inning. So we'll be back with you once every half inning with live updates on our Buffalo Bisons. Until then, let's see. The first pitch comes your way at 1:05 p.m. So we're about 21 minutes away from the first pitch. Until then, kick back, relax, and we'll see you soon.